Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Good evening. How are you? Some have just arrived. Some have been here for a few days. See, Baba is ocean of knowledge. And Baba gives us so much knowledge. They say that if you make the whole ocean into ink, all the earth into paper, and the trees into pen, and begin to write, you may run out of the materials, but you cannot finish writing the knowledge. But at the same time, there is a mythological story. They say that the sparrows swallowed the ocean. What it means actually is to merge the essence of the whole knowledge in our intellect, which is like an urn. To merge the essence into our urn, because soul is like a sparrow, a tiny point of light. So if I'm able to merge the essence within myself, I have the whole ocean. So what is the essence of Baba's knowledge? In one word, we can say unlimited. Essence of whole knowledge is in one word, unlimited. So that is why every time Baba talks about anything, he always uses the word unlimited. Father has come to give you unlimited inheritance. Unlimited is always underlined. Now, what image comes to your mind when you think of the word unlimited? Why Baba is called unlimited Father? Because he is the ocean. One of the image that comes to our mind is the ocean, the sky, the sun, unlimited. There is no limitation. So, first of all, let us try to understand the definition, what it means to be unlimited. For me, one thing that comes to my mind is no boundaries, no barriers, being beyond. Unlimited is being beyond. We can also say that unlimited means like, it's vast, big, everlasting. Anything that which is unlimited is not destroyed. It exists forever. And that is why sometimes Baba says all these 5 elements, they will exist in the golden age also. But only the difference is their behavior will be different, that's all, comparing to what they are today. So, it is so important to be on the unlimited so that we are able to have an aerial view, helicopter view of everything, including myself. Unless I step into the unlimited, I cannot see the whole picture, including myself. then only I am able to detach. Then only I am able to become loving. So, to be unlimited is also actually to be constant. When we are constant, we can be on the unlimited. And so, if I want to step into being unlimited, the first step that I need to bring into my life is embrace spirituality. Now, what it means to be spiritual. Transcend all limitations. See, this is why the moment we came to Baba, the first lesson we learned, I am a soul and I am not this body. So we went beyond limitation. My body, the volume बहुत ज़्यादा है, यहाँ कोई कंट्रोल करे ना. Translation volume is too loud. So the first lesson that we learned from Baba is about the knowledge of myself. So we can all experience, we can all remember our experience, how we felt when we became aware of ourselves as a soul. So the consciousness of I and mine begin to dissolve. So we were able to embrace everyone as souls. Our vision, our attitude, everything went beyond limitation. Before, we were, caught up in our own body, caught up in our own bodily relations, a small home where we were living. But when our third eye opened, when we become soul conscious, so our vision, our attitude went beyond limitations. And that is when we were able to embrace the whole world as our family. There is no other way we can, accept the whole world as my family and all souls as my brothers and sisters if I have not brought in spirituality into my life. Well, that is why many times we say that spirituality unites, religion divides. It puts souls into compartments, boundaries and barriers. But when we become spiritual, we cut through all those things. So there is just that oneness, that we are all one and we belong to one. And so all these limitations of name and form and religion and culture, everything begin to change the moment we were able to understand we are souls. So that's the first step. If I want to move from limitations about the consciousness of my body, bodily relations, my physical background, I have to bring this awareness into my life, practice it, so that I cross all the boundaries. The second aspect is actually to move on to more into the depth of being unlimited, is to understand that, sometimes we have limitations about our specialities, limitations about our own identity, our image. So, Baba has taught us, that whatever specialities I have, whatever virtues I have, it is like I have died alive. So I have taken a new birth. This is God's gift. So until I have a living death, until I die from the old birth and move into the new life, you cannot step into the unlimited, because my old sanskaras, my old habits, my old nature will keep coming as an obstacle in my Brahmin life. So I just need to check myself, whether I have really died alive. The consciousness of mine is totally dissolved. So that's why many times Baba says, instead of saying I and mine, you say my Baba. Wherever you want to use the word I, you say Baba. Wherever you want to use the word mine, use Srimad. So that you don't get caught up in the chain. I have to cut through so many chains before I go on to the unlimited. No, we were tied by so many types of chains. Iron chains, I would say, the chain of public opinion, the chain of bhakti, the chain of gurus, chain of customs and systems of this Laukic life. So I have to transcend. I have to go beyond those limitations into the unlimited. Because there was a fear before, so we were caught up. And now when we become Baba's children, so we surrender our intellect to Baba. So the moment I surrender, so I step out from the limitation into the unlimited. So let me check myself to what extent I am surrendered. No, surrendered does not mean you have to come and live in the center. What it means, surrendering of the ego of my intellect. That is what puts me into the compartment, I. So if I have surrendered the ego of my intellect, so I have dissolved that fear. They always say ego is equal to fear. Those who have ego, they may look like externally powerful, but actually they are very weak. Internally, there is a lot of fear. First, I did not also understand how it can be ego is equal to fear. Then I understood after knowing the depth of it. Because what is ego? Ego is the wrong identification I have developed towards myself. This is how I put into my cage, So I was not body, but I was thinking I am a body. That wrong identification led me to develop ego. And wherever there is ego, there is attachment. Because the fear of losing. So you are attached to something that you have ego for. And that attachment creates fear because of losing. And so before we were identifying ourselves with our position, name, whatever arrogance of the body, so there was a lot of fear in the limitation of losing. But, going into the unlimited is like becoming a free bird. Limitation is like a bird in the cage. But Baba has opened the cage already for us to fly. But I need to have, faith. faith in myself, faith in Baba, faith in knowledge, faith in the time that I am passing through, so then I easily am able to let go. You cannot travel in two boats. Sometimes we like the attraction of the old world, but at the same time, we also experience Baba's love. We also like that. So we try to travel in two boats. I can never reach my destination. So if I really want to have freedom, being on the unlimited is to experience real freedom. Nothing and no one can stop me from where I want to be. So this is how I can check myself whether I am really free. I am able to focus my mind, my intellect, wherever I want, whenever I want, as long as I want. Otherwise, I need to check myself where my attachment, where my strings are tied. That is why they say man is born free. But why today we find ourselves tied in different bondages? It's not created by anybody else, but by myself. So if I want to step out from the limitation into the unlimited, I need to have the realization that, I have died alive. I have taken this spiritual birth. This is my new life. This is my divine birth. And I need to surrender myself, surrender the ego of my intellect, so that I feel like I am a puppet, in the hands of Baba. Baba is pulling the string. So the sign of stepping into such a stage of being beyond is that you are able to accept each and every soul on this earth as your family. Whether they are Brahmins or not, doesn't matter, but they are souls, children of God. So that feeling of embracing the whole world as my family, my brothers and sisters. And the proof of that acceptance is the feeling of belonging. We once had a chit chat with Prakash Mani Dadi. We asked her, because Dadi is always on the unlimited. She accepts everyone as they are, whoever comes in front of her. And the word that emerges from people's mouth is my Dadi. Feeling of belonging, just like when we meet Baba, the feeling is my Baba. That feeling of right over Baba, the feeling of belongingness comes naturally. So when I am on the unlimited, not only I feel that, everyone belongs to me, they are my family, but others also feel that this one is mine. This one belongs to me. The feeling of belongingness is very strong in our relationship when we are on the unlimited. Because there is no judgment, there is no discrimination, there is no bias, there is nothing that can create any barriers. And so Dadi was saying that, we asked her, how do you know that you are on the unlimited, always, feeling everyone belongs to you? So Dadi answered saying that, I have equal vision for everyone. Anytime I see anyone, I only see them as a soul. I don't look at the body at all. So that is a practical experience people used to have when they used to meet Prakashmani Dadi. And the feeling is, even if somebody is with her for a few minutes, but the feeling is that she is for me. Just like how Bap Dada, Avyak Bap Dada used to give us the feeling, even when we came on the stage, took 1 second drishti, but that 1 second Baba made us to feel that we belong to him. So the sign, the proof of being on the unlimited is everyone feels the belongingness, and I also feel the feeling of equal vision. Just like sun is on the unlimited. So it doesn't have any discrimination, it doesn't have any judgment. It just continue to do its work of giving, giving, giving. So to be on the unlimited is like being a bestower. Without any kind of judgment. Whom am I giving? How much I have given? How much I have received in return? All these things doesn't come to the mind at all. And so otherwise, nowadays we see a lot of limitation, like my area, my center, my student, my specialty. So this borders, this kind of lines that we have created creates conflict. I remember, when the first person, when he went on to the moon, when he saw this earth from the moon, how he saw this earth as one ball, that's all, no divisions. Even that person became spiritual after seeing the world as one unit. So all these, even say countries, cultures, all these lines are drawn by human beings only. Now, after coming to Baba also, sometimes we create boundaries. For the sake of administration, we may have created into zones and regions. That is just for the sake of administration only. But we shouldn't create that kind of barrier, boundaries in our heart, right? Because we all belong to one Baba, and no matter where we are all children of one Father. We are responsible for one task. So, in order to have an unlimited intellect, we need to have a big heart. No, we need to have a big heart. Unless there is a big heart, our intellect cannot be unlimited. Now, when someone is on the unlimited, which means that because they embrace all souls as their family, so even if there are any defects, any weaknesses in another member of the family, what would they do? They accommodate it and give them power to overcome. That is the sign of the family, isn't it? Because we are all like the beads of the same rosary. So if there is weakness or shortcomings in someone, so that is also weakness in me also. So they are able to accommodate, merge those weaknesses, but give them the strength to overcome. So it is like embracing even someone who is weak and make them strong. So this is why, sometimes all these conflict differences arise in our relationship because we come into the limitation. Sometimes there is a thought, I did all the service, but my name was not mentioned. Somebody else's name was mentioned. So that means I am still in the limitation. My name should be announced. I should be getting the position, my name, my fame. No. If I am on the unlimited, I will always feel whether it is your praise or my praise, it is Baba's praise. You know, that kind of generosity. Uh, Whether you are praised, you are given position, or I was given, but Baba's name is glorified. So that is why many times Baba says, when you are doing service, you always remember, use the word Baba, Baba, Baba many times. Because then the intellect of souls also will be connected with Baba, not myself. You know, sometimes when we are doing service, we try to connect souls with us, not with Baba. No, we become very happy when souls praise us, when they say, oh, I get very good experience when you conduct meditation. You should be always doing meditation for me. So we feel that, we are very good yogis. So we try to connect their intellect with us instead of connecting with Baba. So this is also a kind of limitation. We are world servers, right? Unlimited means world. So we are serving the world. So I have to make sure, even though Baba makes me an instrument to serve souls, but my aim should be to connect the yoga of intellect of other souls with Baba. No, if, say, for example, you are in a particular center, you are giving course to someone, they become Brahmins, but they are coming to that center as long as you are there. But when you are transferred to somewhere else, they stop coming. So that means I have not connected their connection with Baba with myself. So this is also a kind of a sin in a way, like sannyasis. People go to sannyasis searching for God, and instead of showing God where He is, they say, I am God, you worship me. So they stop them from going further, to meet the real God. So if I have an unlimited consciousness, I have such generosity in my heart that I will not make persons stranded here and there, There is always the feeling of allowing other souls to progress. Because I would not have any fear of my position being lost or my name being lost. Sometimes it does happen in Brahmin life. We have certain departments to look after, certain areas to look after. Due to some reason or the other, that is given to somebody else. And so then I feel that I am of no use anymore. Because my responsibility is already being given to somebody. So what will I do now? Nothing. But if you have unlimited consciousness, you will always feel, that Baba wants me to do something better than what I am doing now. So it is a means of progress. Because the feeling is that I should keep in my mind, when I have become Baba's instrument, when I have become Baba's child, I am on godly service 24 hours. Whether the service is done through words, actions, or thoughts, doesn't matter, body, mind and wealth. So that feeling that I am on godly service. So then I will always have attention that people are watching me. To be on the unlimited means to be on the world drama stage. Before we used to have the consciousness, God is watching us. So we used to have attention not to do something wrong, because God is watching, He will punish. But now not that much, but we have the awareness, because we have gone on to the unlimited. We are on the drama stage, world stage. So the whole world is looking at me. So the slogan I will have in my mind is, whatever actions I do, others will copy and do the same. Not only that, now the destination is getting more subtle. Whatever is my attitude, that will create an atmosphere. You know, every thought we have creates ripple, isn't it? Vibration. And that affects the whole world. I may not realize, but how it is affecting the movements of the elements of matter on this earth. So if I cannot do anything else, I just keep my consciousness on the unlimited. You know, whatever I am doing, it's for the world. I remember Brahma Baba, when he was Lake Raj, even at that time, Brahma Baba used to have unlimited consciousness. I was told in one of the stories that when he used to go to pilgrimage places, he would take a dip in the Ganges, and while taking a dip, he will remember this is to purify the whole world, not just for his purification. He is taking a dip in order to purify the souls of the whole world. His vision, his attitude was unlimited. Not that I want to become pure, but I want to make the whole world pure. No? So that awareness, unlimited awareness, that I am on the world stage and the whole world is watching me. Because we have become heroines. So whatever actions a hero actor will perform, everyone's attention will be towards it, isn't it? So because I feel that responsibility, so then you become a source of inspiration for others. This is how, Brahma Baba became a source of inspiration. Dadis became a source of inspiration for the whole family. It is like being on the unlimited is like being a lighthouse. You may be in one place, but you can be on the unlimited, having the vision of the whole world in front of you. Having that attitude of sharing this love and peace that I have received from Baba to the whole world. Let all souls of the world be happy. Let all souls of the world be peaceful. Let all of them connect themselves with Baba. That kind of attitude. Not like, oh Baba, open the lock of intellect for my husband. Let the husband come to the knowledge. My family should come to the knowledge. You do special yoga for the family to come to knowledge. That is limitation. Anyway, it doesn't work. The more we think that particular person should come, they may not come if they are not ready. So that is why when we are meditating, our consciousness goes on the unlimited, where we serve souls of the whole world. Not even the souls, but even the elements of matter. That is why Baba is called the bestower of salvation for all. They are for everyone. So that is why, see, angels is a very beautiful image that we can keep in front of us to understand how they have stepped into the unlimited, from limitation, from human into angel. To become an angel is to be on the unlimited, because everyone loves angels. And angels appear whenever there is necessary and disappear before they are applauded. So angel means on the unlimited. They don't sit on any branch. That is why in Hindi there is a saying, a foreigner and a bird They are not friends to anyone. They are today here and tomorrow somewhere else. So I don't make anything as a support. I don't make anything, I don't come under the influence of anything else down below. Just come for the sake of performing action, and then I go beyond. Of course, before going beyond, I need to experience the stage of being detached. If you are not detached, you cannot be an observer. So the first stage is detached observer, and then you can go beyond. Going beyond does not mean that you are not caring, you are not concerned, but then you don't take it as your burden. So when we are on the unlimited, like you are a carefree emperor, there is no worry, there is no kind of fear, because your one support and one strength is Baba. So in order to step into the unlimited, first I need to really become an embodiment of soul consciousness. This is a practice that we need to make all the time, to become an embodiment of soul consciousness. So I can see clearly the body and soul are separate. And secondly, I need to have the awareness that I don't belong to this world. I am a guest, I am a foreigner. My home is Parandam, So that strong awareness of belonging to the one and belonging to my home. So I can be here performing every action, but yet I don't lose that greatness. I can be a detached observer with that realization. So most of the time I stay up above, come down below to perform action, and then I go beyond. But while living in the Laukik family, while living in the community, there is family, but no familiarity. Because this is what makes us get caught up. We must really separate this awareness from being a family and being familiar. Because when there is familiarity, it can be only with one or two people. But family means everyone included. So the feeling of inclusiveness is very much connected with the word unlimited, belonging and inclusive. So that is why, people who come in your contact, they feel they belong to you. I belong to them. So that feeling of protection, when there is the feeling of belonging, because we all have been longing for so long to belong to somewhere, right? To belong to someone. And now when we come to Baba, we found the right family, we found the right place where we feel the belonging. So when there is the feeling of belonging and inclusiveness, there is always protection. Otherwise, the soul is always looking out, searching somewhere else. So I need to ask myself, whether I feel that way, I'm included. That's why Baba include everyone. Baba says, I love even the last bead of the rosary. No, because Baba sees the specialities of all souls. So if I want to give that feeling of belongingness or inclusive, I also need to practice the same. To see the speciality of every soul, encourage them to use their speciality. No, that is how Baba makes us belong to him. And then once there is love, acceptance, love, then whatever correction is given, it doesn't make us feel bad. No, Baba gives us so much of self-respect. So this consciousness of I and mine leads us into limitation. I and mine, you and yours. So instead of that, wherever you have to use the word I, you can say Baba. Mine means Srimad. So if I'm acting according to Srimad, and if I am in the company of Baba, I always feel protection, and I always feel I can easily be a detached observer. And the proof of being on the unlimited is constantly bestower, giving, giving, and giving. Because the one who is unlimited is connected with the source. So they are filled constantly, so there is no desire of receiving anything from anyone. So if I want to check myself whether I have become complete and full, so only souls who are on the unlimited can be complete and full. And because they are complete and full, there is only giving and giving. There is no desire for receiving. So automatically all complaints finish. Just like the sun, he doesn't stop giving because of clouds or because of rain. The sun is always there, but this is like passing phase. So we also need to understand, many tests, many obstacles, many external situations will come to test our stage, whether we are on the unlimited or with a coming to limitation. As Baba said, not to be afraid of them, but to face them as a test and move through. So then we don't need to shake. Because the one who is unlimited, their support is one Baba, their strength is one Baba. So they can be constant and stable. Now, if I make any human being or any physical things as my support, I cannot be stable. I remember Mama used to give this kind of teachings in the early days of the Yagya. Don't make any perishable things as your support. Any physical facilities as your support. Because one day, all those facilities will be gone. So you become foundationless. Use them, the facilities that you have, use them, but don't depend on them. Now, how do I know I depend on the facilities? Is when it is not available, my mind and intellect will experience fluctuation. I cannot focus on anything that I am doing. So I have to make sure that my strength and my support is one Baba. I use the facilities that is being given, but not make them as my support. Because they are all foundationless. Then only I can remain constant, stable, and unshakable. So I go beyond, transcend beyond limitations. So then there are no barriers or there are no boundaries that I can see, Even though we are placed in one place, that should not bring limitations into our mind. Like sometimes we say, why my student should go to your center, why your student comes to my center. All these kinds of limitation, all centers are Baba's homes, right? So wherever they get sustenance, they take sustenance from Baba. So it is Baba's centers. But when we instrument soul sometimes create that limitation, then it creates conflicts. So once we are able to embrace Baba, that is why Baba said once that, when Baba talks about love for Baba, we all say we love Baba so much. In having love for Baba, we all have 100% marks. But in having love for the family, it is number wise. Because that is where we come into limitations. My speciality, your speciality, why my speciality is not being used. I remember once one brother in Australia was telling Dadi, now, I have so many specialities, and Baba says you must use your specialities, but here in this center they don't use my speciality. What can I do? So Dadi said, you should go and ask yourself. You have specialities, but yet it is not being used. The reason is because you have ego of your speciality. So when I have ego of my speciality, I come into limitation. So Baba will not use it. Because if Baba use your speciality, he will have a headache. Right? More obstacles will come in that service. But when I surrender and use it as God's gift, then I go on the unlimited. Doesn't matter whether it is used here or there or anywhere. So it really needs a surrendered intellect, surrendered intellect. Surrender is not physical, it's surrendering of the intellect. Then Baba is able to use the soul the way he wants to use. So just to check myself, every time, of course we use the word I, even now also, we use the word mind, but in what consciousness I use it. We talk about my center, we talk about specialities, but in what consciousness? If it is spiritualized, in soul consciousness, then it will not have any limitations. But when the body consciousness is mixed, then we get caught up. Then we cannot progress. So my own experience is that, when we consider all Baba's homes in the world as my home, all Baba's children as my family, so then we are able to accommodate each other. We are able to merge their weaknesses. We are able to give them the strength. So move forward without any obstacles. So that has been my experience since I've been serving in foreign countries for nearly 40 years. I've been into different places at different times. But just like the feeling, wherever I go, as long as I am there, I belong there. So if my mind is in the place where I have left, even though I'm physically present there, but the souls there will not get the feeling of belongingness. So this has been my experience. So even if I'm there for 1 year or 2 years, I just consider that as my home, my family, and I belong there. And same response you get from others also. That feeling of familiar feeling, that is the feeling of being on the unlimited. Family, belonging, inclusiveness, acceptance. So it actually dissolves all other things. That's why when Baba comes, we meet Baba for the first time, we also get that feeling, Baba belongs to me, I belong to Baba. Without anybody teaching, we say in our heart, Baba, I belong to you, and Baba accepts us because our consciousness has gone beyond. So try to check, if at all my progress is not continuous, in this Brahmin life, I have get caught up in some limitation somewhere. Some aspect of spirituality is missing. If I practice spirituality in action, I will definitely go beyond limitations. Spirituality doesn't have any barrier, any borders. It's so open that sky is the limit. You can go beyond easily and enjoy the total freedom. So no one can put you in a cage. You don't become a cage bird. So enjoy this Brahmin life, being a free bird. Not hold on to some branch and then ask somebody else to make you free. Nobody put you on that branch. You are holding it. You have to let go. So let go. Don't keep anyone's past in the mind. Don't keep any happenings of the past. Let go. Learn lesson and move forward. So in that way, we feel in our Brahmin life, we are constantly progressing. So that is a sign by which we know we are reaching our destination closer. As the new year is coming soon, so usually people make some resolutions for the new year. This 1 week that we have before the new year comes, we have the opportunity to make changes in our life. I think, now according to the time, the change has to be in the form of a shift, not a process. So to change ourselves, to make a shift, so we need to look into ourselves deeply, realize and transform. Let not just the year change, but we can also make shift to bring change in ourselves. So look at your limitations, where you are caught up, and come out of that cage. Maybe it's a comfort zone, Some people enjoy their own little comfort zone in the limitation, but I have to let go of it if I want to be on the unlimited. Then we see how Baba takes care of us at every step. Right? Om Shanti. So others are joining us for 6:30 meditation now. So in this 1 hour, try to be free like a bird. Let go of all the limitation of the body, bodily relation, any physical, material support that I may be holding on to, and just become a flying bird to fly beyond into the subtle region, into the soul world, and stay there as long as you want, because nothing is going to pull me down below, because I don't have any attachment, I don't have any desire, so there will be no attraction. So let us experiment and see to what extent I hold the switch in my hand to move into where I want to, and as long as I want to. Om Shanti.